Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something none of us want to experience, getting the boot from a plane. Yeah, that awkward walk of shame down the aisle, not a good look. We've all seen those viral videos, right? Passengers acting a fool, causing a scene. But the truth is, most of the time, getting kicked off a flight boils down to some pretty avoidable situations. And trust me, nobody wants to be that guy delaying everyone's vacation. So, to save you from internet infamy and a whole lot of hassle, let's break down the most common reasons why people get shown the airplane door, and more importantly, how you can steer clear of that drama. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Alright, let's address the elephant in the cabin: alcohol. We get it, vacations are for relaxing, maybe indulging a little. But remember folks, that pre-flight beer fest could cost you a spot on the actual flight. Airlines have this thing called a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to visibly intoxicated passengers. It's not about being a buzzkill, it's about safety. Think about it, you wouldn't want a tipsy pilot, right? Well, a rowdy, intoxicated passenger can be just as disruptive, even dangerous at 30,000 feet. Flight attendants are trained to spot the signs, from slurred speech to that telltale too happy to be traveling glow. And trust me, they're not afraid to cut you off. So pace yourself, enjoy a drink or two if you must, but don't turn into the life of the departure lounge. Remember, the real party starts at your destination, not in the security line. Next up, let's talk about those little things called rules. You know, the guidelines that keep everything running smoothly and ensure everyone has a safe and pleasant journey. You know, those pesky guidelines that keep things running smoothly. They might seem like minor inconveniences, but they play a crucial role in maintaining order and safety. Well, on a plane, they're not just suggestions, they're kind of a big deal. These rules are in place for a reason, and that reason is your safety and the safety of everyone on board. The FAA gives flight attendants the authority to manage everything that happens on board. They are trained professionals who know how to handle various situations, from minor inconveniences to emergencies. Think of them as the captains of the cabin, and their word is law. When they give instructions, it's not just for fun, it's to ensure that everyone remains safe and secure throughout the flight. So when they tell you to fasten your seatbelt, stow your bag, or turn off your phone, just do it. These actions might seem trivial, but they are essential for maintaining order and safety. It's not a suggestion, it's for everyone's safety. Fastening your seatbelt can prevent injuries during unexpected turbulence, and stowing your bag ensures it doesn't become a hazard. Now, I get it, sometimes you forget. We've all been there. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of travel and overlook these instructions. But if you're constantly ignoring instructions, refusing to comply, well, you're basically asking for trouble. Not only does it create unnecessary stress for the crew, but it also puts everyone at risk. That kind of behavior falls under interfering with crew duties, which is a big no-no, like potentially illegal in many countries. Interfering with the crew can lead to serious consequences, including fines and even jail time. And nobody wants to spend their vacation in an airport holding cell, right? So, next time you're on a flight, remember to follow the rules. It's not just about avoiding trouble. It's about ensuring a safe and pleasant journey for everyone on board. After all, a little cooperation goes a long way in making air travel a smooth experience for all. Okay, let's be real. Flying can be stressful. Delayed flights, cramped seats, crying babies, it's enough to make anyone a little tense. But here's the thing, taking your frustration out on the crew or fellow passengers, that's a one-way ticket to getting booted. Airlines have zero tolerance for aggressive or disruptive behavior. Yelling, threatening language, physical altercations, any sign of trouble, and they're going to shut it down faster than you can say turbulence. Remember, safety is the #1 priority up in the air. And a passenger who's acting out is a liability, a potential danger to everyone on board. So take a deep breath, count to 10, whatever it takes to keep your cool. Remember, everyone's in the same boat, or should I say plane. A little kindness and understanding goes a long way. Chapter 4. Health Check. When your body says stay grounded. This next one might seem a bit obvious, but you'd be surprised how often it happens. If you're feeling seriously ill or unfit to fly, airlines might just deny you boarding. It's not about being mean, it's about preventing potential health emergencies at 30,000 feet. Remember, medical help is a lot harder to come by when you're cruising through the clouds. Certain conditions, recent surgeries, or even contagious outbreaks might require medical clearance before you can fly. And trust me, trying to tough it out is never a good idea. So if you're feeling under the weather, it's always best to check with your doctor and the airline before heading to the airport. Your health and your fellow passengers' peace of mind will thank you for it. Chapter 5. The Overbooking Dilemma. when too many people want to fly the friendly skies. All right, let's talk about a little airline secret called overbooking. It's a practice that has been around for decades, and while it might seem counterintuitive, it actually makes a lot of sense from a business perspective. Airlines often sell more tickets than there are seats, hoping that some passengers won't show up. This is because statistically, a certain percentage of passengers will cancel or miss their flights. Makes sense, right? Empty seats mean lost money. For airlines, every empty seat is a missed opportunity to maximize revenue, but sometimes everyone decides to take that trip, and that's when things get interesting. When more passengers show up than there are seats available, the airline faces a dilemma. If there aren't enough volunteers to take a later flight, someone might get involuntarily bumped. This is where things can get a bit tricky and sometimes even contentious. Now, airlines usually have a system for this, often bumping those who checked in last or have the cheapest tickets. They try to minimize the inconvenience, but it's never a perfect solution. But still, it's never fun to be the one left behind. Imagine planning your trip for weeks, only to be told you can't board the flight. It's frustrating and can throw your entire schedule off. And then there are the seat disputes. These can happen for various reasons, like someone mistakenly sitting in the wrong seat or deliberately trying to snag a better one. You know, when someone's in your assigned seat or they've got a better one, it can lead to awkward and sometimes heated exchanges. Look, I get it. We all want that extra leg room. Those few extra inches can make a big difference on a long flight, but starting a turf war in the aisle is not the way to go. It's important to stay calm and let the flight attendants handle the situation. They are trained to resolve these issues efficiently. So next time you fly, remember that overbooking and seat disputes are part of the complex world of air travel. Patience and understanding can go a long way in making your journey smoother. After all, the goal is to get to your destination safely and comfortably. Happy flying! Chapter 6. Dress Code Debacle. From pajamas to protests, what not to wear on a plane. Believe it or not, what you wear on a plane can actually get you kicked off. Yes, you heard that right. Your choice of attire can make or break your travel plans. Now, we're not talking about a full-on fashion police situation, but there are some unspoken and sometimes spoken dress codes. These guidelines are in place for a reason, and it's not just about looking good. Airlines want to maintain a certain image, and they also have to consider the comfort and safety of all passengers. Imagine being on a long-haul flight next to someone whose outfit is causing discomfort or even a safety hazard. So clothing with offensive slogans, excessive skin exposure, or anything deemed inappropriate might raise some eyebrows. It's not just about offending sensibilities, it's about creating a pleasant environment for everyone on board. And let's be real, nobody wants to be stuck next to someone in a smelly tank top or pajamas that have seen better days. It's not just about you, it's about the shared space and experience. It's about basic respect for yourself and those around you. When you dress appropriately, you're showing consideration for your fellow travelers and the airline staff. So, next time you're packing for a flight, maybe skip the free hugs t-shirt with the holes in it. Think about how your clothing choices will impact not just your comfort, but the comfort of those around you. Opt for something comfy but presentable. You don't have to sacrifice style for comfort. There are plenty of options that strike a balance between the two. Think airport chic, not just rolled out of bed. A little effort can go a long way in making your travel experience more pleasant for everyone involved. So next time you fly, remember, dress to impress, or at least dress to not distress. After all, a well-dressed traveler is a happy traveler, and who knows, you might even get an upgrade. So pack smart, dress smart, and fly smart. Your fellow passengers will thank you, and you might just find that your journey is a bit more enjoyable. Happy travels, and remember, your outfit can make all the difference. Chapter 7. Passport Pandemonium. When your paperwork becomes your worst enemy. All right, folks, this last one is crucial. Your travel documents. You know, those little pieces of paper that prove you are who you say you are and that you're allowed to travel? Yeah, those are non-negotiable. Missing or expired passports, visas, or any required travel documents are a surefire way to get denied boarding. It's like trying to enter a club without your ID. Not gonna happen. And it's not just about having them, it's about having the right ones. Mismatched names, damaged passports, incorrect visas. These can all lead to major headaches and missed flights. So before you even think about packing your bags, double, triple check your travel documents. Make sure they're up to date, in good condition, and that all the information is correct. Outrow safe travels, smart choices. So there you have it, folks, the most common reasons why people get kicked off flights. Remember, flying can be stressful, but a little common sense and courtesy can go a long way. Pro tip, the best way to avoid getting kicked off a flight? Stay calm, respectful, and compliant, especially in high-stress moments. Airline crews prioritize safety and smooth travel, And most removals happen because someone challenges this flow. Every journey starts with a choice: to fly safe, to stay kind, to rise above the chaos. If this moved you or taught you something new, don't just scroll on. Like, share, and subscribe, because your awareness could be the reason someone else never gets kicked off their flight. Let's travel smart together.